All right, here we go for round 2 of our 32 beer playoff. And we have the second highest ranked beer of the 32, Pilsner Urquell, or is it Urquell, or Urquell, or whatever, I don't know. This has a BA score of 82 and an ABV of 4.4, which is, in my opinion, quite low. 4.4 is light beer territory, although this is not classified as a light beer. It's classified as a Bohemian or Czech style Pilsner. And of course, the second highest ranked beer is going against the second lowest ranked beer, Miller Genuine Draft, which I believe score is 56. Let's see, I have it written down here. Yes, it's 56. It has an ABV of, I think, 4.7. Again, less than 5, which is what I consider the minimum for regular beer. Now, this Pilsner Urquell, or might be pronouncing that incorrectly. Excuse me if I am. I don't know how to pronounce this. But if in English, they would be pronounced Urquell or Urquell. And I don't know which syllable the accent is on. So anyway, let's make sure that I know which is which here. And we'll shuffle these up. So who do you think is going to win? Which one do you think is going to taste better? To be honest with you, I've had a few Miller Genuine Drafts out of the 12-pack I bought for this contest. Unfortunately, I had to buy a whole 12-pack because that was the smallest unit of beers that I could get of Miller Genuine Draft. So I drank a few. And to be honest with you, I didn't think they were that great. And I can understand why it's rated so low on the beer sites. All right, so let's try it here. Yeah, I better clear my palate here. I don't want to look at these glasses. Oh, much stronger. Now, how do I describe this taste? Maybe a very mild hoppy flavor. You know, I read some of the reviews that people leave, and some people describe these beers as having taste like cut grass. Well, I don't know what cut grass tastes like, so I don't know if I can use that as a description. Would I say it tastes like bread? Not really. How about corn? Yeah, maybe. But this one, has a much more, I guess you could say, pungent flavor to it. And I think this one is a little bit better. This one's smoother. This one's stronger, and I tend to prefer stronger beers, which happens to be this one. So, Pilsner Urquell. It's a decent beer. It'll be interesting to see how it does in this contest here, because there are several rounds and it's going to be going up against different beers. And of course, it's always going to be going up against a beer of a lower rating, which is how I have this set up. So, you know, it's seeded by rating. I'm using 4 different ratings from Beer Advocate and Rate Beer. So you've got your Beer Advocate score, you've got your Rate Beer score, and you've got your Beer Advocate ratings that users leave, and you've got your rate beer ratings at user sleeve. I normalized them all to 1 so you can get a score from 0 to 1. And then I just add them together. So each beer has been ranked from 0 to 4. And Pilsner Urquell is 3.26. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a shit. I don't have it on here. Well, but it's up there. It's 3 something, in the high 3s. And Miller Genuine Draft is less than 1. So it's got a pretty bad score consistently, and I don't know why. It's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. I think Old Milwaukee's better. And Old Milwaukee is right down there, just slightly higher. But yeah, the only problem with this, I wish it had more than 4.4. It should have at least 5. Then it would be, hell, it might be one of my go-to beers if it was a 5. 6, 6.5, 7 would be even better. 4.4, you're gonna have to drink a 6-pack of them to get a half buzz out of it. So I'm not surprised how this one came out. But thanks for watching.